Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's edition of the Just Real Quick podcast. Here, Jared Everett, and we got your host, Mr. Jefferson Rogers here.
What's going on, everybody?
And we just wanted to give you all a quick shout out, so we'll get into it. Who do we have first on the docket?
Well, just real quick, we want to start out by doing some sales shout outs. Our two top coordinators for the month, Mr. Nick, how do you say his last name?
I think it's Henniger.
Nick Henniger, you're a stud, bro.
Sorry if I got that wrong, brother.
This guy's got all kinds of stuff going on in his life, and he is the top coordinator in JKR Windows in the month of January. In a record month of January, might I add.
Absolutely.
We are smoking our best January by
300,000?
by 300,000. Yeah. It's a long ways. Crazy. And the next guy on the list, Mr. Kyle, and I can't remember what Kyle's last name is either.
Cabell.
Cabell. Like camel with a B?
Yeah, kind of. Like
okay.
Cabell.
Kyle Cabell, the tallest guy in JKR Windows, I believe.
He's pretty tall.
He almost looks like little baby Jesus.
Yeah, he sales Jesus.
Jesus.
That's what they refer to him as.
Both those guys are absolutely killing it. One in northern Utah, one in southern Utah, spreading the love a little bit. And then our two top directors in the company, both out of the Draper office. McKay just went over $300,000 in revenue today with a little itty-bitty self-gen deal that he closed down. And he's got more to show for today with 3 or 4 more deals still to run. Mm-hmm. So by the time you guys see this, he will have surpassed $300,000 by a long ways. Congratulations, McKay. And Mr. Chris Nider, in his first full month as a director with JKR Windows, is in second place in revenue.
Second place in revenue. Absolutely amazing. He's closed over 60% of his deals. He actually went 9 for 9 on ad homes as well. And then he's been stepping up and helping out with retail. So he's closed some deals there, but who knows, maybe he closed some more if he wasn't filling in. So really appreciate you, Chris.
Appreciate you, Chris.
Up,
killing
man.
It, brother. What a
Absolutely.
great first month. Congratulations. And then big shout out to our two newest guys up in the Draper office, Ty and Yason. Both got their first sale out of the way quick. And Ty's actually got 2 sales in his first week. Impressive start, gentlemen.
Absolutely amazing. And Ty actually got his script checked off in a day. Out there getting 2 sales already, pretty much his first week.
Amazing.
So, and something that we shoot for, guys, is getting new hires to sell in their first 7 days, and then 5 sales in their first 30 days. And I think like the last 6 new hires that we've hired have all hit those marks. Something like that. I have to double check that.
We're doing something right around here.
We're doing something right.
That's good leadership, good mentors, and a lot of attention to detail. So all you managers out there, everybody helping contribute to our new people's success, thank you so much. I want to give a big shout out to my guy Drake also.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Drake, he got a sale too.
Another guy behind the scenes. I think he's got 2 or 3 sales now.
Yeah, I think so.
Really excited about Drake and the work that he's putting in, the ambition this boy has, and his goals for his family and his future here with JKR Windows. Drake, we appreciate you, man. We see you. And this guy the other day, and I believe for a couple of days, has been knocking until 9 o'clock, which is more than 2 hours after the sun has gone down. This boy is serious about hitting some goals.
Yeah, Drake has 3 deals.
3 deals, Drake.
3 deals already.
Amazing. 3 deals in his first week. And then some big shout-outs to our operations department. First one to my beautiful wife, who does more than you guys know behind the scenes to keep me in line and to make sure that all the swag is coming in on a regular basis, help us with all of our events and all the celebrations of the amazing people in this company. Chandeli, we love you. And then how about a big shout out to Brooks, Allie, Jason, Leanna, everybody that stayed back from Mexico. We missed you guys on Mexico, but glad we had our A-team back here taking care of business and making sure that everything went seamless, because we all left for a week, and it was like we never skipped a beat. Our sales department was cranking. Our operations all kept rolling without ever missing a beat. Thank you, everybody who contributed to that and gave us a little bit of a peace of mind.
A little bit of peace of mind and a much-needed break. Big shout-out, guys. You guys made it. You guys made it easy. It was awesome.
And remember, next year, we're taking another trip. This time it's going to be to Costa Rica. We still haven't got the updated numbers on what the criteria is going to be this coming year for our directors and coordinators to be able to make it on the trip. But this year we're going to possibly do something a little bit different where we're going to be taking the top 10. So everybody who hits the criteria up to 10. So we'll have a little bit more of a window for people to make it. So our top 10 salespeople and a plus one are going to be able to make it on the trip. So everybody find out from your managers what that looks like, what numbers you have to hit. Make sure that you're on track to do it. Because we had an absolute ball in Mexico, such a great time, and I want everybody to be able to make it this coming year. And also shout out to our installers, the behind-the-scenes machines. These guys are out there working all winter, all summer, in all kinds of different climates. It was negative 20 degrees in Idaho. And you won't hear any complaints coming out of those guys. They get the work done. They're representing JKR Windows. They have high standards for themselves, and they know that they're representing a company that has high standards for ourselves and delivering at such a high level. So thank you so much to our amazing installers. And congratulations to Jessica and Ashley, which some of you know them, some of you don't, but Jessica's been an installer with us for probably long as any installer in the company. And she now is working a little bit closer and inside the office, driving one of the JKR vans. But her and her wife just had a baby recently. And from what I hear, he is adorable. I'm pretty sure Ray wrote that. So congratulations, ladies.
Awesome. Congratulations.
And just a final message to cap this thing off. We hold ourselves to a very high standard. We have very high expectations of each other. And one of the reasons that we can do that so well is because we have clearly defined what our core values here at JKR Windows are.
Absolutely.
And this guy right here knows them as good as anybody.
Yeah, guys. And what's awesome is when we get to say them every day in our chant, you know. So when we're committed, when we're dependable, when we're consistent, all these things that they work hand in hand with each other. And it's that commitment. It's not only to our customers, it's also to each other. It's also to ourselves. You know, you got to be committed to yourself, dependable to yourself, consistent with yourself first and foremost. You really got to sell yourself. Then you got to sell yourself on the product and service. And guess what, guys? We are second to none. We are the gold standard in the window industry for that stuff. So that's what drives the company, is that foundation that Jeff has laid out for us.
And it sure does make it a whole lot easier to have the difficult conversations that we need to have. If we didn't have core values, if we didn't have expectations, what in the world would we go on? Would we need to have a difficult conversation with somebody who hasn't been showing it up and giving it their all and putting in the effort and the activity and the actions to be able to hit their own personal goals? So when we got core values that we talk about every single day, we got the team expectations right there on the wall that everybody can see and knows what they are. It makes it a whole lot easier to have these conversations with people and to be able to just sit them down and have an honest conversation about where they're at, how they're showing up for themselves, how they're showing up for their team. And do you honestly feel like you're aligning with these core values? And we all have very similar personal core values. That's why these all came about. And that's why we've attracted the kind of people that we have into JKR Windows, is because we are all very similar in our morals and ethics and the things that we stand for in our own personal core values. Consistency, dependability, and commitment to excellence. Every one of the activities, every one of the actions, every one of the decisions that you make on a day-to-day basis, remember what those three things are. And ask yourself, is this aligning with my own personal core values and the core values of JKR Windows, this company that holds me to such a high standard for myself? You guys are out there representing a company that is world-class, holds ourselves to a high standard, and we're going to continue to operate that way, and we expect a lot out of you guys. So we have these things in place for a reason. Pay attention to them. Live by them. Trust me, good things will come from it.
Yep. It's the culture. You know, our core values, that's our culture. And, guys, we got to protect that thing. So I think that's all we got for these shout-outs. Is there anything else we wanted to cover in this podcast?
That's it. We'll have more coming soon. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. These are all going to be up every week on jkrnation.com in YouTube format, so it's easy to fast forward, rewind, play it slower, play it faster, save it for later, whatever you need to do. We're trying to make it as easy as possible for everybody to absorb this content and to be able to get a piece of the JKR energy and enthusiasm, the things that we're doing and taking this business to the next level. And we want everybody to be leveling up alongside us as we go. So thanks for checking in. Until next week, Jefferson and Jared.
Signing out.